$1,000 for next Saturday for the championship race. Heat number 1 on the Speedway, and it'll look something like this. Your pole setter will be the Omaha, Nebraska 44. That is Troy Daly. To his outside from Oxford, Iowa, it'll be the 58 of Dave Eckridge. Second row inside from Anamosa, Iowa. That'll be the 42 of Fred Remley. To his outside from Bennington, Nebraska. That is Corey Zeitner in the 26 junior. Third row, keep your eyes on him. The points leader inside row number 3. That'll be Malvern, Iowa's Jesse Saubing in the 99. On the outside, tonight's Kaiser Manufacturing top qualifier and your Rookie of the Year point leader from Plattsmouth, Nebraska. It's the 01 of Jacob Hopscheid. Fourth and final row on the inside from Marshalltown, Iowa. That's the 99D of Daryl DeFrance. And rounding out the field, making his Malvern Bank Series debut from St. Joe's, Missouri. That is Michael King in the 33K. 8 cars for 9 laps. Heat race number 1 makes its way down to the My Race Pass starting zone, and we are ready to go for the first time in heat racing action at US 36 Raceway. Off we go into 1. Dave Eckridge and Corey Zeitner, first takers from the outside lane. Eckridge will have the whole shot as they storm down the back straightaway for the first time. Fred Remley sends it in deep. 3 wide. They're off at turn number 4. Corey Zeitner threads the needle. He'll take second. Opening lap will go to Dave Eckridge. Corey Zeitner, he has late model experience here in the past, but it's been well over almost a decade and a half since the last time he's driven his car here at US 36. Corey up to the second spot. Now we're 3 wide again as Hopscheid splits Remley and Daly. Oh, man. Osborn's coming to life here. What a great first impression we are seeing here tonight. Hopscheid up to the 3rd spot. Those are some valuable bonus points that he's collecting. He could have a chance at the Skyline Materials lucky 6th place bonus tonight. Dave Eckridge shows the way. Corey Zeitner is 2nd. That's Jacob Hopscheid running in 3rd. 4th is Fred Remley. Then it's Jesse Saubing, Troy Daly, Daryl DeFrance, and Michael King. That's the running order at this point. 5 to go here tonight. Here in heat race number 1, Dave Eckridge looking to break a 4-year drought with the series. Hasn't won with the series since Columbus Junction, Iowa back in 2021. That was the first time we ever visited there to the CJ Speedway. I believe he finished in the second in the points that year. Eckridge coming off a 10th place run last night at Lakeside, and now he's got company. Corey Zeitner trying to erase some bad luck from last night. He lost 4th in the point standings last night to Hopscheid, and Zeitner trying to bounce back in grand fashion. Zeitner ready to hustle the outside lane. Will actually make that the middle off at turn number 4. This time around, I believe 2 laps to go as trouble for Michael King. A tough break there for the St. Joseph, Missouri driver. He'll take it to the infield. His race is done early. White flag set to fly this time. 1/3 of a mile to go for Oxford, Iowa's Dave Eckridge. Like I said, trying to break a 4-year drought with the series. Dave Eckridge, his last win 119 races ago back in 2021. He'll start tonight off right. Dave Eckridge wins heat race number 1. He goes wire to wire. Corey Zeitner in 2nd, Jacob Hopscheid 3rd. Then it's Fred Remley, Jesse Saubing, Troy Daly, Daryl DeFrance, and Michael King to finish out the order. But one more time, race fans, he'll head down to the scale and make it official. His 2nd heat race win on the weekend here with the Malvern Bank Series from Oxford, Iowa. He drives the Precision Performance, Mac Tools, Allen Steering Construction, Performance Bodies, Leading Edge Designs, Hallibuilt Racing Engines, Black Diamond Chassis, car number 58. Give it up for your first heat winner tonight, Dave Eckridge. Final heat race of the evening, ready to roll out for the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Racing Series. Again, 9 laps the distance. Here's how we stack them up. This is loaded with heavy hitters. On the pole, it's the 7-time series champion from Marquette, Nebraska. It's the 14 of Kyle Burke. Scheduled to be on his outside from Ames, Iowa. That'll be the 22. That is Charlie McKenna. Row number 2 on the inside, currently 2nd in the points from Norfolk, Nebraska. It's the 04 of Tad Pospischel. On his outside from Newton, Iowa. That'll be the 15C. That is Kurt Schroeder. 3rd row inside from La Vista, Nebraska. That is the 53 of Andrew Kosiski. On his outside, his fellow La Vista native and in-law. That'll be the 24, your reigning West Series champion. That is Bill Layton Jr. 4th row inside from Mount Air, Iowa. That'll be the 33 of Paul Glendenning. On his outside from Burlington, Colorado. That'll be the 10G of Don Geist. And unfortunately, your 9th and final starter, J.C. Wyman, not going to make the call in this one. So something to miss after Deathridge Opticians hot laps for J.C. Wyman. That is a tough break there for that team. So 8 cars for 9 laps. Heat race number 2 about ready to go green here at US 36. Caution lights are out. The Marquette Missile and Charging Charlie on the front row. They'll head down to the My Race Pass starting zone. And we are green for glory here in heat race number 2. Burke slides up. He'll have the whole shot through 1 and 2 as the field heads down the backstretch for the first time. Bill Layton Jr. and Kurt Schroeder ready to surf the turf on the outside lane. Meanwhile, up front, Kyle Burke will lead lap 1. Schroeder up to the 4th spot with Layton hot on his heels as they head into 1. Up the hill, Layton's going to use the diamond effect right up beside Kosiski. That's for the 5th spot as they head into turn 3. Bill Layton Jr. now up to the 5th spot off of turn number 4. Kosiski shoves the nose under the deck lid at the 24. Things are getting pretty feisty here in heat race number 2. The laps are going to click by fast here. Right now, low to mid 13-second bracket for lap times right now as Tad Pospisil ready to try to put the move on Charlie McKenna for the 2nd spot. Pospisil pitches the car sideways into 1. Can't get the drive. Charging Charlie keeps 2nd. Into 3 and 4 this time. The field's starting to fan out a little bit more. Middle lane and top lane starting to become more effective. Kyle Burke continues to show the race lead. Charlie McKenna runs 2nd. Tad Pospisil is 3rd. Then it's Kurt Schroeder, Bill Layton Jr., Andrew Kosiski, Don Geist, and Paul Glendenning. That is the running order at this time. Layton with a good run off at turn number 4. Can't get the pass made on Schroeder. That's the best race on the track right now. That is for 4th. Schroeder and Layton back and forth we go. The cornerback and Billy the Kid slugging it out here on the high banks of the Show Me State. And now McKenna's got nose damage. Charlie McKenna damage to the right side of the nose, and he's going to drop like a rock. Pospisil will take 2nd from him, and Charlie McKenna off the pace there. The bad luck continues for the My Yield Seed Treaters 22 team as we go under caution. Might have caught a bad rut somewhere on the racetrack, and as you can see, the right side of the nose has folded under on the 22 of Charlie McKenna. One of 4 teams that is competing on the East and the West Tours in 2025 just cannot catch a break no matter where we go. McKenna currently sitting 9th in the points on both tours this year. Still looking for that first win on the tour on either side. But meanwhile, Kyle Burke shows the race lead. He's trying to break a drought as well. Has not won this year. He's the only driver to win a feature every year with the Malvern Bank Series since the series began in 2008. Back to the My Race Pass starting zone. Kyle Burke brings us down to the green flag. We're back underway. Pospisil, you got the top 3 on the all-time wins list right now with the Malvern Bank Series 1, 2, and 3 in that order. Kyle Burke continues to show the way right now. Tad Pospisil, he rattled off his 48th win last night at Lakeside. Bill Layton Jr. 3rd right now. Meanwhile, Kyle Burke leads all drivers, 92 wins all-time with the series. Tad Pospisil, 48. Bill Layton Jr., 27 all-time with the Malvern Bank Series. They run 1st, 2nd, and 3rd on the speedway right now. Kurt Schroeder, another driver looking for his first ever win with the series. As the checker flag drops here in heat number 2, Kyle Burke goes wire to win heat number 2. Tad Pospisil is 2nd, Bill Layton Jr. 3rd, Kurt Schroeder 4th, Andrew Kosiski 5th, and it's Don Geist, Paul Glendenning, and Charlie McKenna to finish out the order. So one more time, race fans, so head down to the scale in the infield to make it official. Your winner of heat race number 2, it is the all-time winningest driver and the 7-time Malvern Bank Series champion. He hails from Marquette, Nebraska. He pilots the Speedy Mart, Aurora Co-op, Strovo Manufacturing, Grease Truck Wash, Snap-on KD Tools, Stevens Brothers Bison Farms, Shepherd-powered Longhorn Chassis, car number 14. Give it up for your winner of heat race number 2. It's Kyle Burke. And with that, race fans, heat racing action for the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Racing Series is concluded tonight. We'll tally up the points and we'll see who will be our Skyline Materials lucky 6th place starter tonight. $1,600 on the line if someone can come from 6th and win tonight here at US 36. And judging by the racetrack, that could be the possibility. So far, that bonus money has been claimed 3 times this year. Dylan Thornton won
the back chute, 12 laps of distance, 2-spin rule in effect as they head off into turns 3 into the My Race Pass restart zone. Side by side, green flag high in the air. Yes, we're racing here at US 36. 12 laps of distance. Blake Hayes working that top shelf. Ed's working that bottom as they're side by side coming down the back chute into 3. Who's going to lead that first lap? Is it going to be the 16 or the 14? It will be the 14 of Blake Hayes. Blake Hayes to the point. Ed's in 2nd. Greer, Gibson, and Browning. That is your top 5. As the 12Z of Zach Pride pulls to the infield, something awry on that race car. 2 laps down, 10 to go. Blake Hayes, Johnny Eds, Greer, Coleman, Browning able to get around Gibson for that 4th place position. Three laps down, 9 to go. As that 54 machine challenges that 25 machine down the backstretch, working that bottom side. Does a little White Castle slide move, but crosses back over. Who's going to? Yep, Browning to 3rd. Greer to 4th. Looky there, Blake Hayes, as Eds pulls right to the rear bumper. We've got a challenge for the lead. Coming out, oh no, Greer and Coleman get together. Greer and Coleman get together, bring out the caution. Little right side romance going on there, Anthony.
It looked like the 29 of Greer. That car just pushed badly like a dump truck going into turn number 3. I don't know if something broke on the steering column or what, but that car did not want to turn. And unfortunately, Coleman there on the 54, just a victim of circumstance right there. Like, they weren't really ruffling each other's feathers too badly. They were side by side, good racing action for sure. Weren't quite leaning on each other, but the 29, that car just pushed so badly going into turn 3. And yeah, Coleman just nowhere to go for him.
Well, Coleman up out of the car, into that My Race Pass restart zone. Well, up there on the high side, getting ready to step on the loud pedal. Green flag high in the air. Green flag high in the air. Blake Hayes, John Eds, and Gibson. Good start for Blake Hayes. Pulls out to about a car length, maybe 2 car length advantage over the 16 of Johnny Eds, but Johnny Eds battles back there. Comes back around as we are halfway home with 6 down, 6 to go in this first feature of the night here at US 36 Raceway. Blake Hayes working that top shelf. Ed's right in the middle of the racetrack. Gibson in second. Good recovery for Jared Hilliard up into that top 5 as he battles with the 22 machine. As we are 7 laps down, 5 to go that time by. Blake Hayes out to a .47 lead. Ed's not letting that 14H get away too far this evening. As your top 5 separated within a second, half second of each other, as we'll have 7 laps down that time by. As Christopherson a little bit off, but able to get that 55 machine smoking down the front stretch. See if we can get him off the racetrack. As a 55 machine going to bring out the caution. As we adjust, getting ready to throw the white flag with 11 laps down. My Race Pass lagging there just a little bit. So we'll have 10 laps down. So we'll have a 2-lap dash as into the My Race Pass restart zone. Green flag high in the area, back racing at US 36 Raceway. Blake Hayes, John Edge. Oh, John Edge pushes up the racetrack, allows Braxton Gibson to get right beside him as we've got a good race for that second and third place position between Edge and Gibson. Gibson able to take it over that time by as we've got the white flag. That time, oh no, they get together. Gibson crosses him back over. Edge to second. Or Gibson to second, Edge to third, but your winner tonight will be Blake Hayes. Gibson in second, Edge and Hilliard. That is your top 4. I'll head down trackside, get a word with our feature winner tonight, our 2025 track champion, Blake Hayes.
So big congratulations there, Blake Hayes, getting the win in your E-Modified A feature tonight. As said, Sean Burns going to make his way trackside right in front of the flag stand here. We'll get a word with Blake.
pulling into victory lane. Picking up his 7th feature win of the season. Getting those belts off, up and out of the car. Your feature winner tonight in your EMOD division, Blake Hayes. Blake, boy, 2025 has been quite the season for you here. Racetrack looked really racy tonight. Could go just about anywhere you wanted to. Tell us a little bit about that race.
Yeah, that track probably one of the best all year. Bowler, all the guys that have put the time and tried to get this track the best that they can for us all year. Thank you. They deserve a round of hand for that. That track was fast and it was fast.
Yeah. Well, hey, I know you got a lot of people to get you up down the road every week, make this thing happen. I know you won't remember them all because you got a whole list of them. But hey, who do you got to get you up down the road every week?
My wife, my nephew was here for the first time this year, helped me in the pits tonight. Got to thank him. All my sponsors, X Factor. I know I'm gonna forget them all. So, yeah, it's awesome year.
Yeah, awesome year. Well, US 36 fans, your feature winner of the night and your 2025 track champion, Blake Hayes.
I might do the feature at the desk.
15 machine, that is Ed Knowles. Starting inside row number 2. In that 46 machine, that's Caleb Jones. Starting outside of him in the 15E, the young man I call Bigfoot, that is Eddie Knoll Jr. Starting inside row number 3, normally piloted by the Mick Ross, but tonight in that 55T, that is Calvin Teal. Starting outside row number 3 in that 22A machine, that's Alvin Christofferson. Starting inside row number 4 in that 72 machine, that's Danny O'Donnell. Starting outside row number 4 in that 11S, that is Tyler Stormer. Starting inside row number 5 in the 25K, that's Crane Crockett. Starting outside of him on the 10th place in that 4W machine, there's Aaron Wilhoit. Starting 11th on the field in the 55N, that's Josh Marshall. And starting outside of him in the 983, that is Mark Richardson. Caution lights are out. We're going to go racing this time by as Stormer and Knoll head off into the My Race Pass start zone. Green flag high in the air, and we are back racing here at US 36. Jake Stormer, a good start that time by, hustling through 1 and 2. Ed Knoll right there with him as Jones and Knoll side by side for that 3rd and 4th place position. And Teal, looky there, going to put his name in the hat for that, as we've got a good battle for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th place position as Eddie Knowles falls back to 5th as Teal gets a good run there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Good battle between him and Jones. Jones will hold him off that time by, but out front in that 11P machine, that is Jake Stormer with Ed Knoll right there with him. Jones, Teal, and Knoll, that is your top 5 as we've got 3 laps down, 9 to go in this feature event here at US 36 as we've got a caution on the racetrack for the 12A of Christofferson. Pointed wrong way in a one-way there on the exit of turn number 4, bringing out our first caution of the night in our pure stock division. Able to get that car refired. We'll have to tag the rear of the field into turns 3 and 4 into that My Race Pass start zone. Green flag getting ready to high in the air as we step on the loud pedal. Green flag flies. Green flag flies. Stormer with a good start that time by hustling that high side. Looky there. Good run for Ed Knoll. Pulls right to that rear bumper of that 11P machine. Working that bottom side as we got two of them hooked together. Jones and Knoll hooked together there. How they kept them going, I'll never know. But caution on the racetrack, did not score that lap. So still 3 laps down, 9 to go as the 46 got right over the hood of that 15 machine of Eddie Knoll. That 46 retiring back to the pit side. We'll see if young Eddie Knoll can keep going, which it looks like he can. We'll see what the track officials say about that damage on the front of that car. We don't want any of that falling off the race cars. Eddie was running 5th at the time. Caleb was running 3rd when that happened. So track officials going to take a look at that, make sure everything's good and safe and that we're not going to lose any of that sheet metal on the racetrack to bring out another caution. But currently your leader, Jake Starmer, Eddie Knoll. That'll move Teal up to 3rd. And depending on what race command charged that caution, I haven't heard yet whether they charge that on the 56 or the 15. As again, they're working over there to get that car back on the racetrack. Second feature event is we've got them racked and stacked. Leader out front in that Delaware Delphi restart with everybody else side by side. 2 by 2 by 2 as we enter into the restart zone. Green flag high in the air. Teal with a good start that time. As you've got Knoll working that top side. Teal with the bottom as Stormer out to the point, but side by side everywhere else on the racetrack. Knoll clears Teal up into that second place position as we've got 4 laps down, 8 to go. Can that 15 machine of Ed Knoll run down that track champion tonight? As Tyler Stormer gets off the racetrack as, oh no, we've got one off the racetrack there in turns 4. That is the 22 machine of Christofferson bringing out the caution. Jumped the cush there, got her woed down, able not to hit the wall there coming out of 4. I seen a whole bunch of dust fly up in the air as he got all over the brakes there. Jake Stormer, Ed Knoll, Teal, Stormer, green flag high in the air. We're back racing here at US 36. Jake Stormer with a great start that time. Ed Knoll falling right in his tracks along with Teal and Stormer. Looky there, Josh Marshall up into the top 5. Good rebound for that young man after a not so good heat race. As we are halfway home, 6 laps down, 6 to go that time by. 2 leaders have pulled away from your 3rd place. We'll see if that 15 machine can regather himself and try to run down that 11P machine. As everybody right now kind of running that top to middle side. Seems to be the preferred line right now. Is that time by. Jake Stormer out to a 0.91 second lead. We'll kind of start watching that as we're going to have 3 laps remaining this time by. See if if Ed Knowles is cutting into that lead at all. No, he's not. Pulled another 2/10 that time by in that 11P machine. Ed Knowles will have to regather that thing up, try to see if he can run down that 11P machine. We're going to get into some lap traffic here before this is over as we've got 10 down. Oh, we've got one up off the racetrack. Caution on the racetrack for the 55 of Josh Marshall. Had a good run and gotten up into the top 5. Did not quite see what was happening there. As it looks like, nope, nothing awry on the race car. May have just jumped the cushion there just a little bit. Light is out. We're going to go green flag this time by. Also, good recovery for that 4W machine of Aaron Wilholt. Up to fourth. Enter into the My Race Pass start zone. Green flag high in the air. Another really good start for that 11J machine of Jake Starmer. Eddie Knoll in second. Teal in third. Wilholt in fourth. Everybody kind of just one to go this time by. All right, looky there. One to go this time by. Jake Starmer. Shout about 5-6 car lengths. Ed Knoll right there with him. Not going to be able to make it happen as the feature winner tonight in your Pure Stock Division, your 2025 track champion. Ending the season right. Second heat feature of the evening that we've had the track champion win here. I'll head down trackside, get a word with our feature winner. And then, fans, it's late model time. Your Pure Stock feature winner tonight. Jake, come over here and get a word with me, man. We didn't get a chance. Rain started coming down a little bit last week. Picking up your championship here. Going to cap it off with a win tonight. How was the racetrack and how was the car, my friend?
It was a good track. It'll be real fun to watch these late models on it. Car was great.
Yeah, well, who do you got to think get you up down the road every week? I believe this is your fourth or fifth feature win on the season here at US 36.
Yeah, got to thank the 11, Signature Drinks, Cox Cattle, Nail Excavating, Miles Farms, GT Livestock, Starmer Dozing, Cameron Engines, thank 516, Dad, Mom, everybody else.
Well, hey, congratulations. Your feature winner of the night and your 2005 track champion, Jake Starmer. Adam, I'll send it, or Anthony, I'll send it up to you, my friend.
Lineup. On the pole tonight will be the 26 junior of Corey Zeitner. To his outside will be the 58 of Dave Eckridge. Row number 2, it'll be the 99 of Jesse Sobbing and the 24 of Bill Layton Jr. Row number 3, it'll be the 01 of Jacob Hopscheid. And tonight's Skyline Materials lucky 6th place starter will be the 04, that is Tad Pospischal. 4th row back will be the 53 of Andrew Kosiski and the 15C of Kurt Schroeder. Row number 5 will be the 14 of Kyle Burke and the 42 of Fred Remley. 6th row back will be the 10G of Don Geist and the 44 of Troy Daly. Row 7 will be the 33 of Paul Glendenning and the 99D, that is Daryl DeFrance. Your 8th and final row scheduled to be the 22 of Charlie McKenna and the 33K of Michael King. Unfortunately, J.C. Wyman going to be a scratch for this one. He was scheduled to start 17th. 16 cars for 25 laps. $3,000 going to the winner. And if Tad Pospischal can come from the Skyline Materials lucky 6th place starting spot, that is a bonus $1,600 going to the driver currently second in the West Series point standings. Jesse Sobbing currently 76 points to the good over Pospischal coming into this one. Bill Layton Jr. currently sitting third in the West Series standings. Jacob Hopscheid just took over 4th in the standings last night. Corey Zeitner runs 5th. Andrew Kosiski, J.C. Wyman definitely going to take a hit in the points after not going to make the call tonight. Wyman was 7th. Kyle Burke is 8th. Charlie McKenna 9th, and Brian Kosiski unfortunately not in attendance tonight. Brian currently rounding out the top 10 in West Series point standings coming into tonight. So there will be another shakeup in the championship standings going into the final round next week at Adams County Speedway. Of course, another big thanks goes out to all of our great partners with the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Racing Series. Again, VP Racing Fuels and Dirt Track Bank presenting our Rookie of the Year Award. Dirt Track Bank also presenting our Elite 8 Series throughout the 2025 season. Of course, Predator Custom Trailers, the official trailer sponsor of the Malvern Bank Series, and the official B Feature King Award. Of course, Performance Grading, presenting our Hard Luck Award each and every night. Deathridge Opticians with our Hot Lap Fast Time sponsorship. Kaiser Manufacturing being our top qualifier each and every night. Kaiser Aluminum Wheels presenting our Backup Award, along with our Last Man In Award, brought to you by Dynamic Drivelines, the official drive shaft of the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Racing Series. Horse My Race Pass, the official race management system of the series. Penske Racing Shocks, our 3 podium finishing spot sponsors. Also, big thanks to our 8th place finisher sponsor on the West Series event, brought to you by Schaller Racing Shocks. 10th place brought to you by Bryn Transmission. 12th place presented by Precision Performance. Each one of our lap leaders presented by Rod End Supply. And of course, Zeitner & Sons Transport being our official Winner's Check and Victory Lane sponsor with the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Racing Series. A big thanks to all those great partners and so many more for making the 2025 campaign possible. Another big thank you goes out to Dirt Crown TV as one of our great our streaming partners with the series. We'll be back with them next weekend to close out the 2025 season at the Adams County Speedway. Once again, race fans, on behalf of the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Racing Series, we thank each and every one of you great race fans for coming out and supporting our very first visit here to the high banks of US 36 Raceway. Of course, we will have a word with our winner down in Zeitner & Sons Transport Victory Lane. So we are not wasting any time around here. 1 to go signal quickly given to the field. We will go green this time by. Well, correction, looks like they got the caution lights back out.
Anthony, we're waving this time. Anthony, wave. Okay.
This time, race fans, off of turn number 4. It is time to stand, shout, and let it all out. Make some noise. You can only hope to contain them because you can't beat them. The best of the West, the Malvern Bank Super Late Models here at the US 36 Raceway. I know, it would look pretty pathetic if we only had 4 rows. We don't even have a full field. Here we go. Caution lights go out across the speedway. Corey Zeitner and Dave Eckridge, your front row. We will talk to the winner down in Zeitner & Sons Transport Victory Lane. And they are ready to head down to the My Race Pass starting zone. And race fans, first ever Malvern Bank main event here at US 36 Raceway is officially all systems go here in Osborn. 25 laps will go by quick. Corey Zeitner with the whole shot, 3 wide there momentarily as Kurt Schroeder slips through Andrew Kosiski and Tad Pospisil for position off at turn number 4. Opening lap will go to the 26 junior of Zeitner. Zeitner takes the opening lap. Jesse Sobbing right back in position number 2. Some valuable points could be going the way of the 99 if he can finish where he is right now. Dave Eckridge, he started in the Skyline Materials 6th place spot last night, fell back to about 10th. So he's trying to bounce back after a rough night at Lakeside. Meanwhile, Kurt Schroeder, how about the Newton, Iowa native coming to life? He cracks the top 5. Lee Schroeder trying to get his first top 5 on the tour this season. Jacob Hopstein right now back in that 4th position. Tad Pospisil starting to fade back a little bit. He's already back to the 7th position early on in this one. Meanwhile, Corey Zeitner said he's told me in the past he has had late model experience here on this racetrack, but it's been a while since the last time a late model feature that he has ran was here at US 36. Right now, Zeitner taking care of business. Almost a straightaway advantage right now, a 2.32 second advantage for the 26 junior. Corey Zeitner currently in a tie with Jesse Sobbing for 6th on the all-time win list for the Malvern Bank Series, trying to get win number 12 tonight. Zeitner able to get around the 33K of Michael King. That'll be the first back marker to go. Meanwhile, Jacob Hopstein trying to keep the top 5 finishes coming. He finished 3rd last night at Lakeside, going for the bronze medal position off at turn number 4 at the line. Eckridge still with the upper hand. Top lane starting to come in here and starting to get a little tricky for these drivers. Jesse Sobbing pushed pretty badly in turn number 1 and having some trouble there as now Hopstein throws the slide job on Eckridge off of turn 4. Eckridge now back to the 4th spot, Hopstein to 3rd. Top lane seems to be the place to be for the leaders, and meanwhile, lap traffic is going to get very hectic here for Corey Zeitner in the next couple of laps. Zeitner on the outside trying to put the 99D of Daryl DeFrance down a lap. He will do that successfully on entry to turn number 3. Meanwhile, Dave Eckrich, he's got more company in the form of Bill Layton Jr. Meanwhile, Jacob Hopscheid, he'll go after Jesse Sobbing for the number 2 spot. The points leader and the Rookie of the Year point leader on the West Tour, both going at it for the silver medal spot off of turn 2. Sobbing with the nod. Meanwhile, lap traffic nearly gets into each other right in front of your leader. Corey Zeitner now has to get off the top lane. Corey Zeitner now off the low side. Has to try to get around the 33 of Paul Glendenning. Now he's got to split 2 33s coming off at turn number 4. Zeitner able to stay clean for the time being. Meanwhile, off at turn number 4, Jacob Hopscheid completes the slide jump on Jesse Sobbing. Hopscheid now into the 2nd spot. This team has been striking big time here late in the going. This time around, we're halfway done. 13 in the books, 12 to go here at US 36. We've been cleaning green since the drop of the green. Corey Zeitner has led every lap so far. Jacob Hopscheid 2nd, Jesse Sobbing 3rd. Then it's Bill Layton Jr., Dave Eckrich the top 5. Then it's Tad Pospisil, Kurt Schroeder, Andrew Kosiski, Kyle Burke, and Fred Remley the top 10. This would be a great run for Remley here. Meanwhile, Pospisil, good run as he diamonds it off of turn 4. Pospisil takes over position number 5. Eckrich back to the inside. Meanwhile, Layton and Sobbing, they're at it again, just like at Corning about a month ago. Layton now takes over the 3rd spot. It's getting sporty out here at US 36. Meanwhile, Daryl DeFrance will call it a night. He takes the 99D to the infield. Jacob Hopscheid might need some help here as we now have 9 laps to go. Laps are clicking by quick. Low 14-second bracket in terms of lap times right now for our leaders. Corey Zeitner a 14.163 the last time by. This time a 14.195. Hopscheid a 13.633. So Hopscheid a little bit faster than your leader. But right now he's got 2 back markers to contend with. Zeitner continues to show the fast way around as Layton gets around the slower car of Troy Daly. And now Zeitner closing in on Fred Remley. That is your 10th place runner. We've been cleaning green since the drop. This time around 6 laps remaining. Corey Zeitner trying to get win number 12 of his career and the first one of 2025. Trying to get back into this title fight with 5 laps to go this time. He surrendered 4th to Jacob Hopscheid last night after a DNF, and Hopscheid went on to finish 3rd. 5 to go here in Osborn. Corey Zeitner's been putting on a flawless performance up to this point. So far now, top 9 cars, the only ones left on the lead lap. Kurt Schroeder, last car in the running order on that lead lap. As Zeitner continues to haul mail around the outside. Now we've got a caution in turn number 1. Paul Glendenning is sideways, and that is not what Zeitner wanted. First caution comes out with 4 laps to go. Paul Glendenning sideways in 1 and 2. That puts us under yellow flag conditions with 4 laps to go. Definitely not what Corey Zeitner wanted to see, but definitely the break that Jacob Hopscheid needed. Now lap traffic will be escorted to the rear of the field. We got a whole new race now. Zeitner, he has led every lap so far, trying to get his first win. Jacob Hopscheid in that 2nd spot. Used to race out here in the economy mod class. The old beat-up 01 from years gone by. Used to do that at Lakeside as well. Hopscheid trying to become the 53rd different winner all time with the series. Could he do it tonight? Bill Layton Jr. back in 3rd, trying to score win number 28 of his career. Jesse Sobbing trying to get win number 12 and extend the points lead back again over Pospisil going into the final night. And speaking of Pospisil, he is back in that 4th position right now. Now that we're inside 5 to go, I believe we should be going single file on the restarts from here on out. If not, looks like we're going to have a first shot at a Delaware double file restart. Field gets filed up and the caution lights are out. Actually, caution lights will be staying on for at least one more time around now that we got the lineups situated. 4 laps remaining here in our first visit to the US 36 Raceway. Corey Zeitner Said got involved in an incident early last night at Lakeside. Unfortunately, had mechanical failures that sidelined him late in the going. Zeitner trying to bounce back. Here we go. Final 4 laps. Who will it be? Down in Zeitner and Sons Transport Victory Lane. Corey Zeitner trying to make sure it's a Zeitner and Sons car in Victory Lane tonight. Down to the My Race Pass starting zone. 4 to go here at US 36. We're back underway. Zeitner driving to the low side to possibly block the lane from Hopshine. Meanwhile, up the hill goes Layton, and so does Pospischal. Layton to the outside. Hopshine looking low. Not enough room to pull the slide job on Zeitner. And now that allows Layton to try to strike for second. 3 to go this time. Layton back to the top through 1 and 2. Here comes Jesse Sobbing. Shows the nose to one of his championship rivals as they head into turn 3. 2 to go this time. Zeitner trying to hang on for dear life. Meanwhile, Tad Pospischal trying to make something happen against his championship rival, Jesse Sobbing. Top 2 in the points going at it. White flag set to fly. Jacob Hopshine with one more charge at it. Does he have one more ace up his sleeve? Third of a mile to go here at US 36. Corey Zeitner takes it off at turn number 4. And off at turn number 4 this time, the streak is going to be finally broken off at turn number 4. Corey Zeitner goes wire to wire to win at US 36. Jacob Hopshine will be second. Bill Layton Jr. is third. Jesse Sobbing fourth, and Tad Pospischal will be your top 5. Then it's Dave Ackridge, Andrew Kosiski, Kurt Schroeder, Fred Remley, and Troy Daly will round out the top 10. One more time, race fans, give it up for him. Your first winner with the Malvern Banks Series here at US 36. He hails from Bennington, Nebraska. Car number 26 Junior. It's Corey Zeitner.
Wow, oh wow, what a feature event. First time here this season, or actually first time here in history, the Melvin Bank Late Model Series putting on a great show. One caution as Anthony heads down to Victory Lane to
his 12th career win with the series. He's climbing out and saluting you, US 36. Give it up. Your winner tonight, it's CRZ Corey Zeitner. I think he looks a big sigh of relief down here in Victory Lane. Corey, make his way over. Corey, I know we've talked in the last several years trying to get US 36 on the Malvern Bank Tour. You have experience here on this track, but it's been a while since you hustled this place.
No, actually, this is the first time I've ever been here.
So you were lying to me.
Yeah. I mean, we've been to Winston. That's about as close as we've gotten. But it was Cowboys up, and that's a lot of work for a fat guy like me.
Well, I tell you what, you've been a very solid performer all year. I know some bad luck has kind of gone your way. It's been a wild 24 hours, especially after the DNF last night at Lakeside. What was the key to getting this car back in top performance tonight?
We just had to replace everything on the right front. The car was really good last night. I mean, we timed in good. He raced all right, and I think we felt pretty good. It would have been nice if we could have raced the whole thing and seen what we had, but got it done tonight, so.
Absolutely. What was going through your mind there when we got to that caution with about 4 to go? Because it looks like you were hauling the outside lane right here. Traffic was getting pretty dicey, but was it more of a sigh of relief, or were you dreading possibly something?
I mean, I'd rather just race through traffic. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but when you start, restart and you got Tad behind you, I think it was Bill, Jesse, any of them guys, you never know what's going to happen. So.
Well, let's thank some of the folks here. Finally, we get a Zeitner and Sons car down here in Zeitner Sons Transport Victory Lane. Of course, they're a great partner with you on this 26 Junior operation. Well, let's thank some more of the great guys and gals who make this possible for you.
Yeah, definitely my Uncle Leon. He, if it wasn't for him, wouldn't be doing this. Justin, everybody there, Monster Graphics, and definitely my wife, my 4 kids. Couldn't do it with all of them.
Well, hey, a great job here. I know normally you do pretty well on these rings, and glad to see you finally make it down here to Victory Lane. It's been quite a tough season for you so far, but great to see you finally got that first one knocked off before the year was out.
That's usually how it goes. We kind of we're almost there all year long, and then at the end of the season we get speed, and then it's like then we wait all winter long and we start over, and then we're lost again. So hopefully we can continue on into next year. So. Well,
it all comes together tonight. Race fans, one more time, give it up for him. Corey Zeitner, your winner tonight here at US 36 Raceway.
Gonna get a quick shot of our
lane. A big congratulations. While we have a break in the action here, let's give you a quick official rundown of tonight's Founder main event. Of course, Corey Seidner getting the win tonight. Is 12th overall in his career. Jacob Hofscheid, a career best second tonight here at US 36. Billy Jr. was third tonight.
Well, folks, hope you enjoyed the races here at US 36 tonight. The SMLR Series Late Model, Super Late Model Series. Joe Kosiski, partner in that, and had an interview with Joe earlier, but they had some music playing, so I don't think you're going to get to see it because YouTube will kill me, so will Facebook. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the races here tonight. It was a real experience for Cheeseworks to get to come up here and, like I said, get to watch these super late models. Hope you enjoyed it. Check back with us next week. Who knows where we'll be, what we'll be doing, or who will be there.